Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I am super excited that you're here, but I am even more excited about today's show because I have been wanting to talk to this actress for a really long time. Tamala Jones is in the building, y'all. You know her. I'm not even about to run down her list of credits, but you know her. You know her from The Wood, The Brothers, Blue Streak. The list goes on and on and on. Even what was she was on 101. I mean, I could go on for days. Look her up, okay, if you don't know. But she's in the building today to talk about a new film, and it's a faith-based film, which I am loving because I'm on my faith journey. And it's called Ordinary Angels. And it is in theaters everywhere on February 23rd. So make sure you go out and support. So I'm going to talk to Tamala about the movie and more. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss today's show. Welcome to Check the Rhymes. My name is Shamika, and I'm super excited for you to be on the show today.
Hi, Shamika. That's such a cute name.
Thank you.
Love it.
I cannot wait to see this film, Ordinary Angels. Tell me what made you decide you wanted to do it.
Well, there's a number of reasons why I wanted to do it. I definitely wanted to work with Kingdom Story Company. They do really great inspirational movies, faith-based movies. And then I love John Gunn. I think he's a hell of a director, and the way he tells his stories is freaking amazing. But then they told me Hilary Swank is starring in the movie, and I was like, "Oh, what?" I'm so there. I love Hilary Swank. I love Million Dollar Baby. I love the first time I saw her was in Boys Don't Cry. Oh my God, amazing. Just an amazing actress. So I was thrilled. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be doing
that. Well, for those that don't know, can you kind of give us a little bit of a synopsis as to what the film is about?
So this film is based on a true story. It's a faith-based movie, and it is about this family. This father, Ed, he has two beautiful little girls. He had a wife who's played by Amy Acker, wonderful actress. Mm-hmm. She dies of a rare liver disease. Mm-hmm. And then I guess not too long after her death, the youngest baby, played by Emily Mitchell, Michelle Schmidt, she ends up with the same rare liver disease.
Oh, goodness.
And she's on a race to the clock to get a transplant, or she's out of here. And so this hairdresser, who's got issues of her own, played by Hilary Swank, Sharon, it's this in the paper that this family has lost a mother, and there's these outrageous hospital bills, and now they have a baby that has the same thing. And so she takes it upon herself to try to figure out a solution for this family. And it starts off very small as a fundraiser, and then it turns into something else. And what I love about this movie is that it gives you the step by step of what this family went through and how they were able to triumph.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I do too. And I love playing Rose because Rose reminds me so much of my grandmother. You know, no nonsense. I'm going to help you out. We're going to get to the root of it, but we're not going on the chaos river to get there.
I know that's right.
But she's the straight and narrow. She's her support, you know. And I love that dynamic between the two characters.
So that brings me to my next question, because, you know, Rose is like she's full of miracles, right? You know, what did you draw from for this character when you were acting? Is there an experience or any research that you did for this character?
I didn't do much research. I just basically said, I'm going to tailor this character after my grandmother, because reading her was like reading my grandmother. Reading the script was like reading my grandmother. My grandmother, a little bit of everybody in there, but mainly Rose. So that's what drew me to it. And I love the fact that it's a true story and that this really did happen. And I love the hope that it brings. And I feel that it's something that the world needs right now. You need a movie to help you lift all of that.
Yes.
That stuff that you put on you or that others put on you, lift it off. We've all
Yes,
been through such a traumatic time. The pandemic did a doozy on all of us. Ain't nobody exempt from that. Uh,
exactly.
and I feel that we all closed ourselves in,
Hmm.
and we forgot to be neighborly. We forgot to be a community. We forgot that we're not the only people suffering. We're ourselves. Is everyone suffered? Nobody been through this before. Nobody knows how to deal.
Right, right.
Um, so in this movie, even though it was happening in 1994, um, it doesn't matter that it happened in 1994 and we're in 2024. What matters is, like I said, um, it matters that you are how you react to something, how you
Yes.
deal with something.
Hmm.
Um, and this movie, how Ed was, he's like the rest of us.
Hmm.
It'll just blow over. I'll figure it. I'll figure
Yeah.
something out.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about it and saying, "Hey, I'm having an issue here." He didn't
Hmm.
want to. This you
Hmm.
messing with my manhood right now. No,
Yeah.
no, we're not. We want to help you, Ed. You
Yeah.
know, and it's the same thing with people. I think people have. I got to be tough because this just happened. Instead of saying, "I need help." And
Hmm.
I think that it goes for both ways. For the people that feel like I don't want any parts of that, I'm gonna take care of mine and mind my business. That's crazy over there. Can't do that
Right.
either.
Right.
How
Yeah.
about asking them, do you need anything? Are you okay?
That part, that part. And you just brought up a great point. So I'm in a grief share group for grief. Because like you said, the past few years have been a doozy for all of us. And so I
Mm-hmm.
did notice that the men in the group, they're like, oh, I was taught not to cry. I'm taught not to share my feelings. And we're like, no, open up. We're here to help you. So
Yeah.
it's interesting how it just that I hope, you know what, when I go to the grief group, I'm going to tell them about this movie and say, I will buy y'all's tickets. Y'all are going.
Yeah, I hope that it inspired me after I watched it. I mean, shooting it's one thing. You're in it. You're not seeing the
Yeah.
magic that you're going to see after seeing the finished thing. But watching it, I was inspired to do more. And I do a lot of charities, and I do what I can in my day to day. But it inspired me to say, you know what? Stop turning your nose up to strangers because you're afraid.
Yeah.
It's okay to be afraid.
Hmm.
But maybe that person's talking to themselves because nobody else will talk to them.
Oh, that's a good thought
You
there.
know, maybe they're not crazy. Maybe they're just having a moment and be like, "Do you need anything? You okay?" The fact that
Hmm.
you ask that, they may say no. Normally they would.
Right.
But it sticks with them throughout the day that someone had enough love in them to stop and ask if I was okay. And
Hmm.
no, I'm not okay, but that made me feel okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had an angel or that you even thought of as an angel appear in your life and help or with some kind of miracle?
It was the other way around. I was not doing so well. I've had two times I thought I had an angel. I wasn't doing so well. I think it was right after the strike that we had in 2003 or
Hmm.
2004, whatever that was really bad. And I had two homes that I owned in Los Angeles, and I couldn't take care. One was under construction. The other one, I was going to have to leave it. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to like lose it to the bank. I didn't want to, and thank God I didn't have to. God was there. Whew, thank God.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, but I still had this hard time. I had $50 to my name, and I went to talk to someone that said if I ever needed anything to reach out. And I went to that person, and they denied me. They
Oh
denied.
no.
So I had $50, like I said. And at the time, I smoked cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. So I
Hmm.
went to the gas station. I filled up my tank with $20, as much as I could. I got
Right.
the cigarettes with $10, and I had $20 left.
Hmm.
Saw this man digging in the trash, looking for food, and I didn't have any more money. But I went to him and I said, "Sir, here, you could have this. You don't have to dig in the trash." He goes, "I don't want your money." And I said, "But you're digging in the trash. Do you want
Hmm.
me to go in there and get you something out of the store?" He was like, "I don't want your money. Thank you. And I don't need anything."
Oh wow.
And I kept looking like, "Yo, but you're okay." I went back looking for that man, and I didn't see him anymore. I never
Hmm.
saw that man again. Um, and I often thought, like, that must have been God or an angel to see if, even if I didn't have it, would I still give it?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Will you still be willing to give it, even if you don't have it? And I was. And
Mm-hmm.
right after that, I kid you not, things opened up. They were small opportunities that came, but I took them because I don't think any opportunity is small. But
Mm-hmm.
my representatives were like, it's not that big of a deal. I'm like, yes, it is. Everything's a
Yeah.
big of a deal. And those little things led to major things.
Mm-hmm.
I auditioned for the George Clooney movie Up in the Air. I was told you won't get any credits, but I had already had a resume, so people would know me
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone saw that. And then I auditioned for Castle, and it was just a guest starring role in a pilot,
Mm-hmm.
which ended up turning into a
Right.
series regular. When
Yeah.
I went in just so I can make what I need to make to get by, to keep my medical, because you got to make a certain amount of money to keep your insurance in our
Mm-hmm.
line of business. So I just, everything came, and it has not stopped.
Oh, I love that.
And I am forever grateful. And I do believe God was in my presence at that time. I've never seen that man again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I feel another ordinary angel came in the flesh form of this. He's a real estate developer. His name is Ramon.
Okay.
I always call him Ramon, the Jamaican Ramon, what? But Ramon, that's why I laughed a minute. Ramon, God bless his heart. I was not doing well. It was around that time of the strike when I had to get rid of the two houses. And oh my God, Ramon, and this was after the angel meeting, Ramon signed a blank check. This is not a man I'm dating. This is not a man I slept with. This is just a friend. He's just a friend. He signed a blank check and told me to take what I needed.
Wow.
Whatever. He didn't mind. He didn't care. I took $500. And he was like, that's it? I'm like, that's
what I was about to say. That's it.
That's what I need for this time.
Yeah.
I have faith in God and everything in my being that I will be all right after this. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I got the help that I needed, not from the individual I went to, but it came later.
Yes. Oh, wow.
So
I want to thank you for sharing that. Because I'm over here trying not to cry because I'm like, I feel like I'm in that space right now in my life where I'm like, I'm trying, but I'm trying to help others. So I'm like, I'm waiting on my angels. So thank you for sharing that. I am just curious as to if there was one scripture that you heavily relied on during the filming of this movie to kind of keep you in the character of Rose.
No scripture to keep me in the character of Rose, but a scripture I rely on every day of my life. Psalms 91. Psalms 91 makes me feel like my rod and my staff comfort me. And his word is his truth will be my protection, will be my shield and buckler. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is my everyday Psalms 91. I read it every day out loud. And I see it. I see it. Yeah. I see it. I know it. I feel it.
Oh, so, I love that. I love that. Thank you so much. Because listen, I all day today, I have kept saying about the rod and the staff comforting me. So it's like, this is aligning. I'm like, I hear you, God. So thank you so much. You're Ordinary so Angels comes out in theaters on February 23rd. I'm going to be right there in the building on opening day.
Thank you. And one more thing, ordinaryangels.movie. If you can have your viewers or listeners go there and donate $1 if they have it to give. We are raising money to help pay for hospital bills that families cannot pay for. And our goal is $10 million. We've already raised a lot, but every little bit helps.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to include that in the description and post the link. Thank you.
Thank you.